So this video is the top 3 filter choices for beginners. Now the best filter choice I believe to be a sump filter, though as far as beginners are concerned, generally beginners have got an aquarium in which they need to fit a filter to, so therefore fitting a sump onto an already established aquarium is really not a feasible exercise. So assuming you're a beginner and you've just stumbled across your first aquarium, your first choice for a good value filter to go into your aquarium would be an internal filter, such as this one. Now an internal filter is great because they're very cheap, they give very good water flow, but the things you want to know about this filter is, number one, make sure that when the outlet is shooting, it's agitating the surface as much as possible to maximize the amount of oxygen that you've got in the aquarium. And all of the filter medias that are in the filter, it's really important that you never clean them with the water from the tap. So every filter you have, you always want to clean the filter media in water you drained out of the fish tank, so you're not exposing the good bacteria in the filter to chlorine, and that kills off the good bacteria, so therefore the filter does nothing. So these sorts of filters are very cheap, they're very effective, but you definitely do not want to overpopulate your aquarium if you have these sorts of filters. Now the next sort of filter to choose is called a hang-on. Now the advantage of a hang-on is that it doesn't take up any room in the fish tank, and the second advantage of a hang-on is it can be proportionately larger compared to the internal filter. Now regardless of what sort of filter you have, it's also really worth having an air stone, so you have the bubbles coming up in the aquarium as well, and the bubbles help to provide oxygen. So the internal filters tend to be very powerful, so you'll tend to get away without the air stone more so than something like a hang-on. The hang-ons don't tend to have as vigorous a flow, so therefore you definitely want to add a air stone to it. Once again, if you've only got a small amount of stock, you'll find it's not terribly necessary. If you have a large amount of stock, you'll find the air stone completely and extremely valuable for increasing the oxygen. If you increase the oxygen, you increase the redox. If you increase the redox, that means your bacteria that grows in the filter is able to work faster. So if I had a choice between an internal and a hang-on, I would definitely go for a hang-on because they can be larger, they can hold more filter material, and they don't take up room in your tank. They're also very easy to clean, and they're also very good value. Now if you've got a little bit more money to spend, the filter that you want to get is a canister. They come in all different sizes, and the canister goes down underneath the aquarium. It just sucks water out of the aquarium, sends the water through the filter media, and then returns the water back to the aquarium again. With all these filters, trying to make sure that you have good surface agitation is very important, and adding an extra air stone for more aeration is also very important. So basically a canister filter is my first choice, particularly if it's a large aquarium. Hang-on filter is my second choice, and a internal filter is my third choice. Anyway, if you've got any other comments or anything that you can add to this video, then put a little note down the bottom.